Man, I love this late season hunting, especially when the snow's on the ground. And we've got 2 does coming up the ridge right now. That one's one of those big nanny does. I'm gonna shoot her. I just pinwheeled that doe right there at 16 yards, and she's went less than 50 yards with that interlock exact inside of her. But folks, we're out here doing a little bit of doe management. It's the end of the season. It's January here in Ohio, and just last night we got 10 inches of snow on the ground, and I love hunting deer in the snow. It's so much easier to see them, you know what I mean? But I just pinwheeled her with the Excalibur Assassin right here. And this one's in the Stratus pattern by True Timber. I really like this pattern. But folks, this week on Excalibur's Hunting the Backwoods, we're heading back up to Newfoundland. You know, we go every spring after those big-headed bears. But Troy and I are heading up to Newfoundland for a fall moose hunt. Now, I've been up there several times and harvested some really big moose up there. But besides Troy and I going after our moose, we're also going to get the opportunity to show you something very unique. We have Leo Herman. He's one of our clients here that comes in and hunts with us in Ohio and Kentucky, but he's booked a caribou hunt, and we're going to have the opportunity to get in behind him to go after the woodland caribou as well. So sit back and enjoy this week's episode of Excalibur's Hunting the Backwoods. Yes! Now that's an Ohio whitetail.
Fantastic buck. Look at that, guys.
Excalibur's Hunting the Backwoods is brought to you by Burt Coyote Luminot, the brightest lighted knock on the planet. Build the Bone Mineral, supplements to accelerate antler growth. Interlock Broadheads, inner strength, inner confidence. And Excalibur Crossbow, simply the toughest crossbows on the market today.
He just crashed right there. He is going down right there, folks. I just smoked a big Ohio whitetail. Welcome to this week's Excalibur's Hunting the Backwoods. I'm Dan Wallace. We just made it up here to Newfoundland Adventures for our fall moose hunt. And I'm here with my man, Patrick. And I had to twist his arm, but where are we at?
We're in misery.
We're in misery.
Misery with you.
Yeah. One of my favorite spots to come up here and hunt is misery. I've had a lot of success up here, but you guys have just as good a success in all the other areas that you have, don't you?
Yeah, we do. We got lots of spots to go, lots of lookouts. Try to work with the conditions that we got to guess for.
Right, right.
If we got people that walk, we go for walks. If we got people that not so good walking, well, we'll take different ground.
Yeah, you'll bounce around and pick up truck and hit all the cutovers. So, guys, you can make this hunt as hard as you want. We like making it hard. We go up here to misery.
Like making it hard.
Well, you like walking the bogs with us too, but also if you don't like to walk or you're getting up there in age or something, you can hunt from the cutovers. Just last week you had 7 guys in camp and you were done on Wednesday with all their moose, weren't you?
We had a good week.
You had a real good week. They killed some smokers last week, but it's our first day here. We bounced in here. It's a little late for us to be in here, but it's a cool morning. The moose ought to be talking really good today. And we can't take the truck in there, can we?
No, we got this bridge just ahead of us is gone. It's only suitable for quad.
Right.
And we got an inside bridge that's gone completely, so we may not even get across there.
Yeah, we only got about 5 kilometers of clock trails.
That's it.
And then we're going to have to start walking. But you haven't been in here all year.
No.
Boyd was in here last week. He said there was a lot of sign in here, so I had to twist your arm to get you to come in here, but boys, I love it up here. Newfoundland Adventures, moose hunting. Hopefully we have a wonderful week together.
Don't have anything to say.
I'm going to get my clothes together and I'm going to get rid of this hat and get the ball game.
6 point. Let's go up a bit. And here's another one on the other side. Here's the other one, Bob. What's that? There's another moose calling on the other side of that bull, down on the back. Let's go and see if there's a bigger bull. Okay. We're way back here. Not a lot of activity. Disturbed moose. Yeah. Hear that moose ball? Huh? There's a moose balling right there. There's a moose there on that ball. Let's just walk this fella in. Hear that? Yeah. That's a big bull. Okay. Let's go. There's a cow on the other side. He's ready to... Is that what that is? There's a cow on the other side. I heard a bull across there too. He's going out to catch his activity.
This segment is brought to you by Backwoods Lease Properties. Hunt trophy bucks in Ohio and Kentucky, two of the top states in the country for Boone and Crockett entries over the last 10 years. This segment is brought to you by the Luminoc from Burt Coyote, the brightest lighted knock on the planet.
Well, welcome back to Excalibur's Hunting the Backwoods. This week we're up here at Newfoundland with Newfoundland Adventures hunting moose during the fall. Now, I just love coming up here, and I've been coming for the last several years, and one of my favorite spots is Misery. Well, this week, I've got my good friend Patrick guiding me, and I've talked him into taking me into Misery. In this spot, you can only drive the quad about 5 kilometers, and then it's all on foot. Well, we stopped the quad, and we started walking up the road, and we ran into this nice little 6-point. Now, this guy's just a 1.5-year-old bull, but in the distance, we can hear a cow and another bull in a bog down in the valley. Well, this little guy, he's walking up the road to go the same place we want to go, and kind of got a roadblock up here in Newfoundland, guys. This bull won't let us go by him. So we just keep on walking in behind him, and eventually he goes off into the woods. Well, that gives us the opportunity to make some ground up. We get down in the valley, and we get right into the action.
Man, Patrick, he's right there. I can see the trees moving. Yeah, he's coming. I don't know if they're gonna come out there. Might need to call. Okay. Go ahead and give it a couple calls. Yeah. He just answered you. I can hear him raking the trees. He's coming. There he is, coming up through here. Right there. Yeah. You got him. When he comes on the road. You want me to let him get on the road? Yeah. Okay. Let me switch to the other side here. You want him?
Yep.
That's how you get it done. Newfoundland Adventures by man Patrick. We came in here. That is another slab bull I've shot from Misery, guys. Dropped him right here in his tracks, guys. Newfoundland Adventures, if you're looking for a moose hunt, this is the place to come. I've been coming up here for 11 years now, and I've had such great success up here. Not only do we come for the big-headed black bears in the springtime, we come after these big slab bulls in the fall. Now, this is opening day here, guys, and we've got 8 guys in camp with us. 2 of them are hunting caribou, and several of the other guys are hunting moose and bear combinations, but we came out this morning, we saw 5 moose on the side of the road. Newfoundland has the highest concentration of moose in the world. So some guys will pay $10, $15, $20,000 to go to Western Canada to hunt the big, Yukon moose and not even see a moose all week. We saw 5 driving in. That's the reason why I come up here. The hunt is affordable, it's half the price, and you can see moose, you can hunt moose, and they have the big slab bulls. I mean, this is a great bull right here. He's got double diggers right there. We counted him up, he's 17 points. He's still got a little bit of velvet on his horns here, but we came in here and we heard a cow call from a distance. And Patrick said, we got to get up on that hill because there's 2 bogs in here. This is misery. I love hunting this area up here at Newfoundland Adventures. Other guys have just as good a success out of Renee's Lookout and all the other spots, but for some reason, this is my lucky spot. So we started getting into the area and we had that 6-point bull on the road. And there was saliva coming out of his mouth. He was all excited because that cow was over here, but these big bulls wouldn't let him near him. So he's walking up the road with us and we followed him for 300 yards and he wouldn't let us go by him. And finally, he goes off into the woods and we got up here and they were less than 80 yards away. But the trees were so tall we couldn't see them. And they were harassing the cow. There was 2 bulls in there this size. I don't know which one was bigger, and I didn't care because it's a moose, guys. But Patrick lets out a little grunt, and they probably thought that 6-point was coming back. And this guy, as soon as Patrick grunted back at us. And then he started tearing a tree apart. Then he comes up on the hill here, and what he's probably trying to do is get the elevation so he could see where the other bull is, because he was going to go fight with him. But when he stepped up on the road, I just whopped him with this 308, guys. I've been moose hunting a lot. I don't like heavy recoil guns. I've got 300 Wins and a 338, and yeah, they're great moose weapons. But I went back to a sniper rifle. I've killed moose at 475 yards with that gun. Last year I shot 450 yards with that gun, and it's perfect weapon for these animals. You don't have to have those big guns. You can bring your 270 with a 150 grain bullet and you'll knock the heck out of these bulls. But guys, I don't know how else to explain it. Newfoundland is a hunter's paradise. Not only do they have the big-headed black bears that I've been shooting for the last 11 years, they also have the only huntable woodland caribou population in the world. And this camp right now has 2 guys out after the caribou, and we're going to try and get those on tape. But also they have the highest concentration of moose anywhere in Canada. So why wouldn't you come to Newfoundland Adventures to get into this action? I don't know, but you can guarantee I'm going to be back here next year. But Patrick and I have a lot of work to do. It's only opening day. We're going to be bringing you a lot more moose and caribou footage, but we're going to get him back to camp and see if we can't get into some more animals. You're watching Excalibur's Hunting the Backwoods.
All right, we got to get this tied down. We got to go and help Boyd out. You got to moose down too.
This segment is brought to you by Corn Copy Safaris. 7 to 10 day trophy plains game hunts in South Africa at a surprisingly affordable rate.
Hey folks, Dan Wallace with Excalibur's Hunting the Backwoods, and I want to show you 2 new products from Excalibur that are really cool. This is the Explorer case, and I've been using the Explorer case for about the last 2 years. And you might ask, well, why would you break down your crossbow? Well, the micro limb set only has 1 hex head, so it's real easy to put inside this nice compact case. It's all padded. Throw it in the back of the pickup truck. You can also sling it into the woods and put the bow together while you're in the woods. But the Explorer case comes with an oversized pouch here, and I've got my quivers in there, but look how big it is. I could have 4 dozen arrows inside there. I've got this little pouch up here that I've got my toolbox in, with extra broadheads and luminox and field tips and everything. But let me show you the 1-2 punch to the Explorer case and that's what's inside here. Right there, guys, the new Excalibur Micro takedown with quick lock technology. And guys, right here is a game changer. No longer do I have to take my riser and put the hex head on. All the micros come that way. But now, with the quick lock technology, it's just simple. And that's what Excalibur is all about, guys. You know that. That's why we use recurve limb technology. But right here, you touch this button right here, your foot stirrup will fall down, and then it's just as simple. Push your foot stirrup up, and you're ready to rock and roll. Look at that, guys. It's that easy. Get done with your hunt, put your limbs back in your case, come out to hunt, pop it back in. I can do this all day long. And the Excalibur's accuracy will stay true to you every time you go. Get this thing cocked back here because Excaliburs, they're built to hunt, guys. Make sure you check out the new Excalibur Micro Takedown with quick lock technology at a local dealer near you. Well, welcome back to the show. Folks, I just love it up here in Newfoundland. And I've been coming to Newfoundland Adventures for over 11 years now, and I've shot some incredible animals up here. But 2 years ago, a good friend of mine reached out to me, Leo Herman, and said, hey, I want to get in with you guys on a good bear hunt. So we took him up to Newfoundland Adventures, and on the very first night, he shot his first bear, a nice, respectful 200-pounder. But guys, that wasn't a big bear that was on that bait site. And Newfoundland, you're allowed 2 bears in the spring. So we got Leo prepped and put him back up in the tree stand to get after that big bear.
My heart was going a mile a minute. I mean, when I seen the size of him, I couldn't believe it. I mean, he was huge.
Well, during the bear hunt, Leo was seeing all these moose on the side of the road. Newfoundland has the highest concentration of moose per square mile than anywhere else in the world. There's just a lot of moose up here, folks. So Leo put his deposit down for a moose hunt that very fall and joined us again back in camp. On the 4th day of the hunt, we spotted a big slab bull about a mile away in one of the bogs. So we took off down the hill, got into the bog system, and Boyd got us right in front of that big old slab bull. Well, Leo's got his big-headed black bear and a big slab moose now, and the unique thing about Newfoundland is they've got the woodland caribou. It's the only place in the world you can hunt woodland caribou anymore. So Leo booked a hunt this year, and after the break, we're going to go behind Leo after his caribou, but he also has a combo tag. He's got a moose tag in his pocket as well.
This segment is brought to you by Interlock Broadheads. Inner strength, inner confidence.
See him, Leo?
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah, just a small one. Small spike. We'd look for one a little bigger than that, eh?
Yeah, it's still early.
Yeah, still early. Nice little bow, though. Good meat bow.
It's our first day here in Newfoundland Adventures. We're on our way out to the caribou grounds. I have a caribou tag, and I also have a moose tag.
Yeah, we'll find one a bit bigger than that. He's nice, but we'll find one a bit bigger.
Well, it just gets the edge off. So
That's
seeing
right.
that first animal is always good.
Yeah. No, we do better than that one.
All right, we haven't been on the road 30 minutes, guys, and we just seen a nice little bull, but Leo's looking for a meat bull, and that one wasn't quite big enough. So, but now, 10 minutes down the road, now we've got another bull out here, big-bodied bull, and you sure you want him?
Yeah, I want him. I want to.
Listen, dude, I'll shoot him right now.
No,
I just want meat.
I want to focus a little bit more on this caribou. So
Okay, well,
this
hey,
bull.
let's go after him,
Yeah,
huh?
let's go
I
get
mean,
him.
he's just a nice little 6-pointer, but
Oh,
he's
yeah,
just
no,
right
he's-
up
he's
here.
a
I
nice
think we
bull.
can sneak in on him pretty quick.
He's a nice bow. Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, if I ain't going to kill him, I'll take over the camera,
Yeah.
and then we'll go kill something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Okay,
go.
let's go do it.
Well, now, don't miss. Let's go.
Well, the boys have to cover some ground to catch up to this moose because he's heading out of one bog and heading into another bog system. So as they come around the corner into that bog system, they spook this big old guy. Well, he's going across the bog there, and Leo settles his gun.
Keep watching, Leo. Keep watching. Down he goes, Leo. You got him again, Leo. You got him. He's down. He's down. He's yours. He's yours. We got to do this again. Come on. And you know the best part about this one now?
What's that?
Clean it up and go caribou hunting. It's not over.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Good job.
Boy, what a beautiful morning. We're on our way out to go caribou hunting here at Newfoundland Adventures. Hunting with my my good friend and guide here, Boyd. And we're riding on out. We ended up spotting this bull out in the bog. Decided to try and stop and make a stalk on him. Got within range, and here he is. Beautiful 6-point meat bull. Supply some great meat for the freezer this winter. And I am just thrilled to have it and thrilled to be here. Thank you, Boyd.
You're welcome.
You're the best.
No, you're the best. Job well done.
Excalibur's Hunt in the Backwoods is brought to you by Burt Coyote Luminot, the brightest lighted knock on the planet. Build the Bone Mineral, supplements to accelerate antler growth. Interlock Broadheads, inner strength, inner confidence. And Excalibur Crossbow, simply the toughest crossbows on the market today.
There he is, right there. Big slab bull.
Which way did he go? Which way did he go?
I got 2 jackasses aboard the truck. There's a moose down on the bog, and I can't get them out of the truck. What do you do with that?
I thought we're bear hunting.
Well, folks, we're not bear hunting, but we're having a ball up here at Newfoundland Adventures. And you're going to want to stay tuned to next week's episode for part 2 of our Newfoundland Adventures, because we're up here for moose and caribou. So we'll see you next week.